How's everything been going so far this week?
I've been having a great week.
Great week. Okay, awesome.
Great productive week. Trying to catch up to those 25 protection plans you got.
Oh, you. I'm trying to get 25 more.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
All right, guys. I want to thank everybody for joining in tonight. If you don't know me, my name is Weston Hill. I'm Executive Sales Director with Financial Education Services, and you want to put this on your calendar because every single Monday night we're having a live training call, and it focuses on social media and how to generate leads. So it's extremely important. If you're on social media and you want to learn how to utilize social media, we're focusing on how to utilize Instagram, how to utilize Facebook for the past 2 or 3 months or so. Now we're going to have a great call tonight on how to utilize LinkedIn. So with that being said, tonight, guys, excuse me. Tonight we're going to have a special guest on the call tonight. She's been doing an amazing job with FES. She's a sales director with FES. She just recently, a couple months ago, got promoted, and she was able to, from field trainer to sales director, was able to get there within 2 weeks. So that's huge. And she built most of 90% of her business on LinkedIn. She also is a real estate agent full time, and she's doing an amazing job at this business and is definitely on her way to the top. And her name's Tiffany Turnitin, and hold on one second, John. Guys, hello, guys. I'm sorry. So, Tiffany, are you there?
Yep, I'm still here.
How you doing, Tiffany? Can everyone hear Tiffany well? All right, awesome, guys. So, what we're going to do tonight, Tiffany's actually going to show us how to master LinkedIn. She's been doing an amazing job on LinkedIn, and so if you can pull LinkedIn up on your computer, and also at the end of when Tiffany's finished, I'm going to open up the lines to answer any questions that anyone has about social media. So if you have questions about paid ads, if you have questions about generating more leads on social media, how I utilize Facebook, how I utilize the pre-application. After Tiffany's finished, that's when I'll answer any questions that anyone has about social media. All right, Tiffany, I'm going to hand it over to you.
Thank you so much, Weston. I'm sure we all could say the exact same thing about you. Because of you, our business has definitely soared in such a short time if we've been, paying attention. So I'm really excited about the call tonight, guys. And I'll say this, if you can use Facebook, you can use LinkedIn. LinkedIn is literally a professional Facebook. That's really all it is. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. Can you get, how about I pull up? Sorry, I was not trying to show off. Okay, can you guys see my LinkedIn? Sean, you're not, yes. Okay, awesome. Okay, so first and foremost, let me say, like I said, for anybody who has not used LinkedIn, again, it is literally a professional Facebook. So the same way that you post statuses, you share videos, you share photos, you message people, you connect, you befriend people. The only thing is that LinkedIn has removed the limits, such as, with Facebook, you're limited to a certain number of friends, whereas with LinkedIn, you can have thousands upon thousands upon thousands of friends. A really great thing for us is the fact that majority of people who use LinkedIn are professionals. So you're already aware when you're connecting with these people that they're in business, that they have the entrepreneurial mindset, that they're looking for, success and what it is that they do. Their profiles will tell you literally exactly what they do. So even if you're looking for someone in particular in the mortgage industry, or how we're looking for those corporate accounts, you have a better way to actually engage and what to message them and how to personalize what you're actually saying to them, rather than just kind of sending out a general message that we may do on Instagram and Facebook. And so this is basically it, the home screen. So once you pull it up, as you guys can see, my information is right here off to the left. And again, just like I said on Facebook, how you're able to share statuses, how you're able to share video. And so if you go right on here to your home page, just like how Weston has, kind of shown us throughout the day, make sure you're sharing certain things on Instagram, Facebook, whether it's tips, whether it's, even lifestyle stuff. Now, again, this is a professional site, so you don't see that much lifestyle, but you will see people, post their selfies and different things like that. Because even professionals, they have their moments to where they want to engage and actually meet and get to know people. So you definitely can do that, but you don't want to flood LinkedIn with too much lifestyle. You want to make sure it stays in the vein of what LinkedIn is used for. But again, if you were to come on and you have your status, you can, just post something here like on a team call, learning to build my credit business, interested in extra income, text agent to put that phone number there, or whatever it is that you want to do throughout the day. Click post. Same thing with Instagram, though. You are able to put hashtags. And as you guys know, hashtags allow people to find you as well. So you guys see that? Super simple. Just like Facebook, you can post a status. You can go in and post pictures, post videos, whatever it is that you desire. And so also on this homepage, so obviously that's yours at the top where you can post your information. But as you scroll through all the people who you're following, you'll see the different things that are taking place with them. There are different groups, different professionals. There's a lot of business stuff. So for the people who are serious about building your business, you won't be entertained a whole lot on LinkedIn, but you will be able to build those amazing, professional relationships. So again, this is literally your news feed, the exact same way that you see like Facebook. Okay. So that's your home page. So that's the first page. Now the second one, which is the one that we really want, where you see my network. Now, obviously, you guys, you may be on the computer, but I use LinkedIn on my phone. I literally don't use LinkedIn on my computer at all, because throughout the day when I'm posting or messaging, I don't have my computer up. I may be going on throughout the day or driving. So make sure you actually download the LinkedIn app so you can operate it that way. So when you click my network, this is excellent. This is super duper excellent. And the reason that you want to be posting, the reason that you want to have hashtags, and the reason that you want to make sure that you have a profile and a bio, which I'll show you guys how to do that, is because what happens is, based on your activity, based on what you say about yourself, what you put out about yourself, LinkedIn is going to start sending recommendations for you. And so you guys know how, like, on Instagram and, even sometimes on Facebook, you kind of have to search, or you got to put in hashtags to look for people. Well, it's people right here. And remember, LinkedIn is professional. So there's no special thing. You can literally go in every single day. I come into LinkedIn and I just hit connect. I connect with no less than 50 people. And this is all you got to do. Just connect, follow, connect, follow, connect, follow. So right there, I want to show you, you guys can see right here, 9839. I have over 9,000 connections. At the end of last year, I only had 1,200. And I said this year, it was like a couple months ago, I was like, I want to get to 7,000. So I set myself a goal. I hit that 7,000, and now I'm at 9,800 connections. So literally, that's all I would do. I just come in here, hit connect. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what you do. You're in the profession or you're a professional. I'm just going to hit that connect, and it's going to send it out. Now, same thing with Facebook, though. Just because you're hitting connect does not mean that you guys are friends yet. Once you're actually friends, it'll pop up in your notification. So they do have to actually accept to be your friend again. But that's why the goal is to go in and just continue to connect with people, because you guys know with what we do, it's all about the numbers. You just because you connect don't mean they're gonna connect back. But if you connect with enough people, you're gonna get your numbers. So you could just imagine I only have 9,000 connections, which means I probably connected with well over 15,000. They just haven't everyone responded. So that's the first thing under my network. The second thing is you'll also get people sending invitations to connect with you. Once you go on, you'll see it, literally ignore or accept. On LinkedIn, unlike Facebook, there's really nobody for me to ignore because most of the people, again, are in here for professional reasons. Because, on Facebook, sometimes you'll see creepy people or, you kind of look for who has that mutual friend just because that's more of an open site. Here on LinkedIn, I've literally never not connected with anyone. So that's the power of that My Network tab is going to literally bring up all of these possible connections for you. Okay, so that's the first one. Now, if you do want to get very specific and say, well, I'm looking to build, these corporate accounts. So I want to connect with, a mortgage broker. You can go in that search bar and just type in mortgage broker, mortgage banker, hit search, and it'll literally pop up. So all these mortgage brokers, guess what I can do? Just hit connect. See it now. So some people, they do have different levels on LinkedIn. Some people actually pay for a more advanced page. So they may require that you send a message before you can connect with them. And it's totally up to you. I use the free one and I haven't had any limitations, but there are some people who will require that you put in a message for them. But as you can see, you click that mortgage broker and they're going to start coming up. See, they also have jobs and all those different things there as well. Another thing that's super great is not just if you wanted to do mortgage broker, but say for instance, you were like, I'm ready to build my team in New York. You could just type in New York realtor. Say you were like, I want to just start building in New York. And then, okay, got it. You can go there. Let me refresh that. Sorry. Okay, so that was under my network. Go to the search bar. And again, you wanted to get specific on where you're trying to build your team because the goal obviously is for us to have agents all over. You go ahead and type up here, New York Realtor. And boom, look, licensed New York State Realtor. You can connect. You can customize this invitation. You can add a note, or you could just send the, connection to connect with them. So as you can see, I've already sent that invite. And so again, you just see all those realtors are going to come up in that area. So that's how you search for people. You can get really specific on the area or on the location, or again, you just click My Network and just go to town on that connect button. Okay. So next thing is obviously the messaging. Now this is actually a message that when I first joined the company, I actually had gotten this message, I think, on Instagram. So I've literally taken this, I copy and paste a specific message that I send out 50 messages every single day. You guys already know it's in the numbers, 50 messages every single day. So I want to see, there was a great one. Oh, that came up. Okay, so this guy here, James. So this is basically what I send, 50 every single day. So hi, James. Thanks for connecting with me here on LinkedIn. As you probably know from my posts, in addition to real estate, so obviously you're, specifying what it is that you do, or if you don't do real estate, if all you do is a credit repair, you may just say, as you probably know from my post, I specialize in credit restoration. Although this may not be for you, do you know anyone interested in an additional stream of income as an agent part-time, or someone who needs to get their credit repaired? So, he responded, I would be interested, this, that, and other, sent him the link. And so we got connected that way. So every single day I send out 50 of this exact message. Now, if you see someone, like I said, who's in a specific industry, like if it is a lender, sometimes I get a little more specific with the lender. I'll still say, you know, as you can see, I'm in real estate, I specialize in credit restoration, and I may say something like, you know, and we partner with lenders all over the US, being able to help them close more deals. Can we get a time to chat? Or, you know, something like that. So that's the great function of LinkedIn, is that you can be a little more specific, because when you're bringing it in and you're showing them, you could bring them more business to what it is that they already do. They're wide open. They're super wide open. I probably can't go through here and find this guy, but I literally talked to a gentleman the other day. I sent this exact message. Now, he wasn't in any, you know, special like corporate account. He just was a regular guy who does like consulting or something like that. And he was like, I always run into people that I know need their credit repaired. And he's like, I want to go ahead and try you out. We literally talked on the phone for 15 minutes. He sent me 15 leads with both emails and phone numbers. This was on last Monday. I, you know, contacted, reached out to everyone. I enrolled somebody the same day, got a pre-app for another one. There's actually another gentleman who's supposed to be getting started today. From a 15-minute conversation with the professional, he was able to, you know, send me out leads. So again, this is super duper powerful. And this is how I've built my, you know, majority of my business. I have agents who came straight from relationships through LinkedIn. So obviously you send them the message once they, you know, become your friend, so that you can know that it's actually going through. And like I said, just in case you have to specialize that message. And I know for us, the goal is to kind of just get through it. But like I said, with LinkedIn, you want to be a little more strategic than you are with like an Instagram or Facebook, because you're talking to a professional. A lot of the people on like Instagram, Facebook, we just kind of, you know, talking to people who may just be looking for something extra. Whereas here, you want to be a little more specific. So it may take a little more time. So like I try to hit these maybe like first thing in the morning to make sure that they actually get done. So that's the power of that. Now this specific one, Raquel, I actually want to go and show you guys something, and I'm going to come back to hers. So the notification tab, that'll literally just tell you if people have become your friends, if people liked your post, if anyone, you know, sent you anything, if they commented on your post. So that's what the notification tab is, literally like Facebook, exactly like Facebook. So up here where you see it says me, this is literally your profile. So first and foremost, you want to make sure you have a picture. I'll never understand the professionals that are on here and it's like blank. Make sure you have a picture. And I know we've talked about this even for the other sites and the other things that we do in business. Make sure you have a professional picture. It changes everything. It changes everything. There are certain conversations that literally open up because of my picture. Literally, somebody will just say something like, oh, your smile is beautiful. What do you do? Oh, you know what I mean? And so your business, your professionalism, it will take you to the next level. If you got pictures that are blurry, and sometimes people won't take you serious. And I'll tell you this, when you message people, they usually go to your profile before they respond back to you. So you want to make sure that if they don't talk to you first, that your profile speaks for you before you start talking, so that they want to come back and talk to you. So just make sure that you actually have a picture. And another thing is make sure that you have a bio. So in my bio, obviously real estate is my thing, it's my full-time thing, but I still have the credit repair in there. I make sure it's in there. So that way, when I'm inboxing people again, if they go and they, you know, go and check out my bio before they respond to me, they can see that this is what I do. This is a part of what I do. And like I said, this part is really, really important, and being specific even for LinkedIn to send you more connections. So the more that you say, the talk about within yourself, you're going to get more connections. Okay. So make sure that your bio is filled out, and not just your bio, but also your experience, the companies that you've been with, your education, because again, it'll start bringing up people at your old schools. And this one has been a hit, you guys. Like when people see that I've, you know, my alma mater is U of D and theirs is the same, it's such a hit. It's such a great conversation starter. Or if you've maybe worked in the same field, worked in the same industry, it's such a great conversation starter. So just make sure that you take a few moments, volunteer experience, fill that stuff out. And what's so great too is when people see that you do a lot of stuff, they'll endorse you. And so the more that you are endorsed, the more that you'll show up in people's timeline. Like, I literally never asked anyone to endorse me. And I have endorsements. I've got people doing recommendations for me. And so it's excellent. Like, I've never asked for this stuff, but they just do it. That's literally kind of like the nature and the culture of LinkedIn. So just make sure when you go do your profile, take a minute. Don't be lazy. Don't just put a picture up there. Don't just put credit repair. Like, tell a little bit about yourself. Okay. So make sure you get that filled out. And then the other thing, like I said, I usually do this on my phone. So also, like, all of your activity. So I'll show you guys a little bit of activity. Like I said, it's literally just like Facebook. So posting statuses, posting pictures, inviting people out to overviews, inviting people out to, my computer's acting a little weird right now. Okay, there we go. Okay, yeah. So again, statuses, photos, pictures. Again, like I said, it doesn't have to just be business, but still kind of keeping it professional. Encouragement, motivation, just like kind of what we do on Facebook and LinkedIn as well. So this one right here, when Jana did the realtors call for her Tuesday night, I basically put it on here, who are the realtors on my friends list, kind of got some people saying me. And just like we do Instagram, just like we do Facebook, I said, hey, check your DM. So this is what I wanted to show you guys, what I just went on and what I messaged. And this was really powerful for Facebook as well. So if you guys never do that, when Jana are doing these Tuesday night calls, get specific. Get specific. If the call is geared toward the realtor, ask who are the realtors. Sometimes people will tag realtors or other realtors will pop on there, but make sure you're giving value. Who are the realtors on my timeline? I have something to share for you to take your business to the next level, or, different things like that. And so I got the response from Raquel. She said me. And what I went in to message her, I basically said, hey, Raquel, well, this was back in 17. So I said, hey, Raquel, hope your day is well. I wanted to invite you on this call tonight. I'm affiliated with this amazing company and have been able to help so many clients go from renting to purchasing a home. Of course, this has increased my real estate business as well as my value as a realtor and my income. It's at 9. Would you be my guest? Now, again, I was able to personalize this because we're in the same industry. We do the same thing. Even if you're not a realtor, you still have the nature and the quality. And this is why it's so important for us to be on these trainings with what we do, because you could say something like, my business partners who are realtors have been able to take their business to the next level. You understand what I'm saying? So the goal is to use the leverage of your team. That's why it's important to just really be involved. And she said, yes, thanks so much. I'll do my best. And the biggest thing that we all have to make sure we do is follow up. And I followed up with her. Hey, did you make it on the call? Told her there's another one. She said that she had missed it. Said that's okay. How's tomorrow? So I'm, staying in contact with her, following up. So hopefully she's able to get on the one tomorrow. So again, that's just kind of the power of LinkedIn, is that it's a little more specific in the profession. People usually, when people start to engage in conversation, it usually follows through. Or sometimes Instagram, Facebook, it falls off a little bit. So that is literally, you guys, the gist of LinkedIn. So one more time, just in case anybody's just getting on, your homepage is where you go to post your statuses, post your pictures. You can also kind of see what your friends, your connections, what your followers are saying, posting, and talking about. Under my network, that's where you go to see who your friends are. That's where you go to connect with people. And again, you connect with all type of random people. It's okay. We just want to build our business. Messaging, obviously, that's where you go to send your messages. Make sure you go in and follow people. I didn't even read this message. Good morning, Tiffany. You were in my feed today. Do you have any tips to share? I'm trying my hand at freelance consulting. Look at that. So I don't know what she saw in my feed, but just because I'm in the feed this seems like a great conversation to open up to see what she's trying to do with freelance consult. She sounds like an amazing candidate for FBS. I think we all can agree to that. So again, because I'm active, I popped up in her feed and she actually started a conversation with me. So you want to make sure that you're checking your messages so that you don't, miss out on anything. Again, your notifications will just kind of show you when things come up, when people respond on your posts and different things of that nature. And then under where you see it says me, this is all about you, your profile. Make sure everything is set up. Make sure that you respond. Make sure that you fill this out 100%. And that'll help to build just the nature of your connections and people's conversations and everything with you. So I don't know if, Weston, are you back? Are you still here? Are there questions coming in?
Yes, I'm here. That was awesome.
Okay.
Tiffany, that was great. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm sorry.
I said that was awesome. I definitely appreciate that.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's.
I was like, that was huge. I never, that's my first time really seeing how LinkedIn work. I think it's huge because you're able to just basically working with a bunch of professionals. I heard about it, but I never utilized it as well. So I think it'd be very effective. I want to use all those tools that you taught us tonight to start using LinkedIn as well.
Yeah. And the reason it's so great is literally all we have to do is implement what you've already been saying. Now we're just putting it on a professional platform. So we may adjust a few things, but we've already got the tools. Now it's just use it.
Yes, it's huge.
For everyone to adjust to.
And how long does it take a normal person just for everyone to hear? How long does it take a normal person just to set this up? Just the time set a profile up.
You can set it up in 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay, that's huge. 10 minutes.
And I would say that please set up the full profile from your education to, again, your bio. Make sure you have a picture, fill out your previous experience. Like, as the more you fill out, the more LinkedIn is going to send to you.
Now, another question I have for you, Tiffany, is that do you experience on, I don't know if you stated this already, you know how on Facebook, if you message a lot of people, will it lock you out? Will it slow you down? Does that happen?
I've been able to send my 50 straight through.
That's awesome. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Wow, that's awesome.
I've been able to send my 50 straight through. Someone said, Tiffany, was that your personal LinkedIn page, not your company page only? Yeah, it's my personal page, because the thing about LinkedIn is it's a professional site in itself. So you don't necessarily have to, unless that's just how you brand as a business, then you could just have it as your business page, but it's my personal page. So you don't have to do two different pages on LinkedIn, because everything that you're really sharing is for the sake of a company, a business. So you don't do two personal or two different pages on LinkedIn.
Does anyone else have any questions about LinkedIn, or anyone have any questions?
Tiffany, this is Mike. Can you hear me?
I can, Mike. What's up?
Tiffany, that was really fantastic about LinkedIn, and I was curious. Have you experimented with adding a message when you go to connect with them versus just connecting with them? Have you tried that approach at all?
I have, and most of my success has just been messaging once they've connected back with me. But then again, if I can be honest, because I do it so consistently, I don't remember exactly, I sent them a message before, you know what I mean? Like we connected. Does that make sense?
It does.
Like I can't really tell once they respond back. It's not going to say, you know what I mean? Oh, you messaged them first before they connected, or the goal is I just keep doing it. But yeah, if you try to connect with them and your goal is 50 New York realtors one day, and I have to send them a message to send that connection, I'm gonna send the message. But it's the exact same message that I'm copying and pasting anyway. So yeah.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. Just see.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
This is Lynn. People have contacted me on LinkedIn and wanted me to respond, but I didn't know him, so I didn't respond. So, do you recommend that you get everything set up on your face, on your interface and everything before you really start building people?
Yeah, I would say so, just because the first impression is everything, especially with LinkedIn. That's why I was saying the only difference with us transitioning from what we know about like Instagram and Facebook is that sometimes on Instagram and Facebook, people are just thinking like money, whereas with LinkedIn, people are actually thinking business. You know what I mean? So money is automatically attached with business. So if you do start talking and responding, and like I said, they go look at your page and it's like nothing there, they're going to be like, okay, this is a troll or this is a ghost. So I would definitely say get your page set up once you get on LinkedIn. Like I said, it may not even be 10 minutes. It's all about you. You filling out information that you know about yourself. And before you click to the next one, they're going to ask you, what high school did you go to? What college did you go to? What volunteer experience do you have? So it may not take super long. So I would definitely say before you start contacting people, definitely set that up, because you never want, it could be the best connection, and because they went to your page, they didn't see a picture, they didn't see anything, they just totally left you alone. And I know you say you weren't responding to people because you didn't know them. On LinkedIn, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. I mean, really on anything, it doesn't matter whether we know them or not. The goal is that we build in our team and inviting people into this opportunity. So the goal is to talk to people you don't know. Those are, that's how you build. So yeah, definitely do your profile first, and then after that, talk to everybody.
Now, do you recommend that a professional photo is taken, or for your profile?
I do. If you don't have a professional photo right now, get the cleanest photo that you are able to get. Maybe even if you did a white wall background with somebody taking your picture, like don't do a selfie. Just make sure it's clean, like I said, because you just don't want to miss out on opportunity. There are literally people like millionaires or $1 million businesses, or they have tons and tons of traffic coming their way, and you just want to make sure that you're presented that way when you're coming to talk to them, because trust me, like I said, they're going to check that, and you just don't want to lose it. So if you don't have a professional picture like right now, but you want to start building LinkedIn, get the cleanest picture, like the cleanest picture. I mean, the cleanest picture is so important. And then schedule your professional photos. Everybody should be getting professional photos anyway. With what we do, you guys, like we do promo flyers, and it's us on there all the time. And you just get more engagement when it's professional. So yes.
Right. Thank you for doing this class. This is really totally awesome, and I want to learn more and more about LinkedIn.
Awesome.
And other platforms out there in social media. Thank you so much. Love you.
You're welcome. Anything else?
Any more questions, anyone?
Nope. I can I'll actually do it right now. I'll share that first message, and we may actually have it, because this is something that was actually shared on Instagram, but I'll go ahead and post the initial message that I send out on LinkedIn. I'll post it in the Superstars Agents group as well as in the GroupMe.
Okay, awesome.
I think everybody's stuck on there adding people right now. I think everybody's following their LinkedIn, just adding.
Yes, just
I have a question.
Yeah. Somebody.
Hello. Hi, this is Sierra. Good evening, Tiffany. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Oh, can't complain. I do have a question for you. So I have sent a message similar to that to like maybe 30-something connections that I have made. And I have noticed that I've had people look at it, or you have some that respond, okay, well, not right now, but I'll keep you in mind. How do you follow up with those that have just read your message but did not respond to your message?
People who don't respond don't get follow-ups. Like if you didn't say anything to me, I'm not going to keep coming back to you. That's why I have 9,000 connections because you know what I mean, those thousands who didn't respond, obviously they looked and they're not interested. Because the biggest thing that we have to remember, and the reason we have to be consistent with what we do, is we're 1 in a million professionals who are reaching out. You understand what I'm saying? Because what you're going to find is, just like you're on LinkedIn sending your pitch, there are thousands of other professionals who are sending their pitch. So when you start getting connections, people are also going to be pitching you, saying, hey, I'm a business consultant. Hey, I do this, I do that. So some people will never respond. Again, just like Instagram and just like Facebook. So if they have not responded to me, if I see that they've seen it and they didn't say anything back to me, there's nothing to follow up with at this point. So those people I ignore. I just keep, continue to fish. You guys hear me say that a lot. Just continue to fish. But if there is someone, I probably won't be able to find anyone at this point. So if there is someone who, let me see what this one is. Yep, here we go. So someone who says to me, I'm not interested, I don't need the information, or my credit is perfect, but I'll keep you in mind. Or if I know someone, I'll send their information. Or even someone that says, I'll be happy to pass your information along. I created this business card. I have my picture on there. Again, a professional photo, Credit Restoration and Education Mogul, my name, my email, my FES website, as well as my phone number. So if they did respond, but they don't necessarily need it, they're not about to get on the overview, they're not coming, they're not getting on the call, but they at least responded and said something back to me, I say, thank you, here's my card, or thank you, keep this in mind. And I've actually had people, because I sent that, they've actually said, hey, I sent someone your information. So that's another thing. I'm so glad you just asked that question. That's another thing that maybe you guys want to do, is just create like a little, card or a little flyer. So that way, if the people are saying, no, I don't need the business, or I don't want to become an agent, but I'll keep you in mind, don't end it there. Send them something so that, again, it's memorable, and make sure that your photo stands out. Because I am not being funny. Like, I've literally, after someone was like, no, not interested, I sent them that, and they just had more conversation. Your smile is contagious. You know what I mean? So that's another powerful thing as well. Like, don't end the conversation until it's over. If somebody hasn't responded, that conversation is over. If they did respond and they're interested, obviously you take the next step of inviting them out. If they did respond, they're not interested, but they may know someone, you send them some type of follow-up so that you are remembered. So definitely thank you for that question.
Thank you. I appreciate you responding.
Hey, Tiffany.
Yes.
Are you doing this all on the free side within LinkedIn, or are you paying for any premium services to get extra reaches through the mail?
I don't pay for nothing.
Okay, that's the answer I was looking for.
Not on LinkedIn. Like, I don't, it's too much accessible, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like the paid ads that we do on Instagram, that makes all the sense in the world, because I understand the market there. On LinkedIn, I don't think it makes. Now, I'm not telling anybody don't try it. So if you guys, somebody do try it and you pay and it seems like, man, my business blew up, please share it with us. But so far, I haven't paid for anything, and that's kind of how I got to sales director. So I haven't paid for anything on LinkedIn.
Wow, you're inspiring.
No, you are. Thank you.
Hey, Tiffany, it's Lance. Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up, ESD?
Let me tell you something. This webinar was so powerful, so thanks for sharing that. I mean that immensely. It's just amazing. I don't really have a question, it's just something to share, because I know you talked to me about this about a month or two ago, and I actually did some posts, but I didn't follow up. And what do we always say? The money's in the follow-up, right? So I just went and looked in my comments, and I had 3 people asking me about credit restoration, and it's been over a month, and I haven't responded to them.
Whoa.
So that's more of a just calling myself out. But guys, what Tiffany says is so true. Use this. People, I know a lot of people ask, I'm not getting any agents, I'm not getting this. This is an amazing platform, and as Mike just said, wow, it's free. Yeah, it's free, and you get more professional people here. We're not getting the knuckleheads. Not saying everyone on Facebook or Instagram are knuckleheads, but these are professional people. Look at Tiffany's picture. This is someone I would reach out to if she wasn't in FES. So, just follow this, continue to do it, believe in it, and just follow through. Make sure you're going in every day and look into your comments, because I tell you, that's what I'm going to start doing now.
Yep. Whatever you share on Instagram, Facebook, just pop over and share it on LinkedIn. And if you guys aren't using Hootsuite, Hootsuite allows you to pre-schedule everything, and you can literally click, this is going on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. So once you share it, it shares to all three. So
what's the name of that again?
The Hootsuite, HOOTSUITE, is the app that allows you to pre-schedule your, it's one of the apps that allows you to pre-schedule your social media posts. And you can put inside of that app what social media sites you want that particular post to go on. So once your Hootsuite alarm goes off, all you have to do is click share, and it's going to go to all the social media sites that you put inside of Hootsuite. Yep, Kendra is the one who introduced this.
So this isn't something that you do through your Play Store on your phone? Yeah,
you're going to download Hootsuite as an app, just like how you download Instagram, Facebook. Yep.
Got it. Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. Kendra, I think, Weston, did you record? Are you recording? Kendra asked if it was recorded.
Yes, it's in auto record mode, so it is recording. Mm-hmm.
Hi, Tiffany. I had a question.
Mm-hmm.
This is Lynn. When you're posting your bio on LinkedIn, do you put things that are just relevant in your business experience, or things that even your volunteer work that pertains to that type of business, or are you just painting a picture of really who you are in a whole?
In your bio, you can go as in depth as you want. I would say, stick to the point though, because like as far as like volunteer work and different things like that, that's gonna be on your profile. But on your actual bio, that's really gonna be what is your profession. You're here at LinkedIn, and people are connecting with you for what? You know what I mean? Like, so. Again, mine is pretty short, sweet, and it's to the point, so people won't have to question what I do. You know what I mean? I do credit repair. I'm a realtor, help people to, realtors to maximize their career, that type of thing. So I'm not kind of all over the place. When people are connecting with you on LinkedIn, what is their gain from connecting with you? So you can put your years of experience in here. You can even put, that you're a sales director, or you're this or that. The only thing is, if you get too specific on things like that, you just got to make sure you update it. Because with us, we promote a lot. If Weston put on here now that he's an ESD, that means he has to make sure he go change to VP. So I generalize it to just the nature of my profession. So when people connect with me, they know they're connected to a credit repair mogul, is what I call myself, in a luxury realtor. And then everything else will kind of come through your posts, your pictures and different things like that. So you can keep your bio really clean, have amazing experience on there, how long you've been doing what you've been doing, and then everything else will kind of come through what you're posting and how you're engaging with everybody.
I think I got the words, the bio and the profile mixed up.
Mm-hmm.
I guess what I was really trying to get at was on the profile itself, not so much the bio.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. On the profile, whatever they ask you, fill it out. So if they ask you, what is some volunteer work? What's your work history? I mean, even if you worked all the way back to McDonald's and you want to put that, because like I said, what'll happen is other people who worked at McDonald's, it'll pop up and you can start talking to them about needing extra income. So whatever LinkedIn asks you when you go to fill your profile out, fill it out. This is a part of that $1 million business that VP Kendra Pack tells us about. Put as much information in there as you can and let LinkedIn do the work as far as bringing people and start. You see how the lady said, you popped up in my feed today. I don't know how, I don't know what. I don't know if it's because we had a similar connection, something similar with our profile. I don't know if it's something that I posted, but I filled out as much information as possible so that I don't miss any opportunities.
So it doesn't have to be a chronological time frame of work history or anything like that. You can just highlight certain things that kind of stand.
Yeah, it is going to be chronological because they're going to ask you, you know, you worked this specific position from this to this. So, you know, but again, it's in there. All you're doing is clicking your dates.
Okay.
So they are going to ask you that.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Tiffany, how's it going?
Awesome. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. This is Theo. I just wanted to ask a question. First of all, thank you so much for sharing this information. It's definitely valuable. It's definitely helped me grow my business and helped me come from where I initially started in the business to senior field trainer and then shooting for sales director. But the question I do have is about your hashtags that you use to kind of, you know, I guess, brand yourself in your business. So I know we all use hashtags in posting, but how do you, I guess, generalize or make specific your hashtag so that once you kind of go in your, I guess, your news feed on LinkedIn, they pop in or auto-populate?
So through Hootsuite, I'll be honest, if it's not preset through Hootsuite, I haven't gotten used to sharing the hashtags on LinkedIn, because this is the thing. LinkedIn is just now catching up with Instagram, Facebook, as far as like videos and different things like that. They never had that. It used to only be that you could share a status or you could share a picture. Now you can share videos and all the kind of different stuff that you could do on those other sites. Hashtags are brand new. Like, I'm just now seeing people actually use hashtags on LinkedIn this year. So when I'm just posting, sometimes I'll forget to put a hashtag on LinkedIn. The only way the hashtags go up is if it's preset through my Hootsuite, because it's also connected to Instagram and Facebook, and I always have hashtags on there. And it's literally the exact same way. Credit repair, credit restoration, real estate, just depending on what it is that I'm talking about.
Okay, thank you so
Welcome. I'm posting this for you guys. Anybody else? Kelly just asked on the Superstar groups, she asked, can you have 2 LinkedIn profiles? You don't need more than 1 LinkedIn profile, because your profile in itself is about your profession. So on Instagram or Facebook, people like to have 2 pages. On LinkedIn, you only need 1, because the only focus here is your profession. So it wouldn't make sense to have a personal one, just your profession. Like I said, you could do a couple lifestyle pictures here and there, and they like them. You know, professionals like to be encouraged, so they like motivation. So you can share stuff like that, but you only need 1 profile in LinkedIn.
Hey, Tiffany.
Yeah.
This is Rhonda. I actually have 2, and it was a personal preference for me, only because I do work a full-time job, and I do not want to connect with my full-time employer and my colleagues there, and my real estate business and my EXP business. That was just a personal preference. So I do know other people who have 2 pages for similar reasons, just to kind of not mix the 2, because a lot of it's driven by your email addresses. So like my colleagues and my full-time email address, they'll only look for me using my, they can look by your name, but you can always decline them, you know, connecting with you. But if they look by my email address or look by my profession, they can choose that one. And
But you mean, so you're saying you have a page for the job that your full-time job you work, and then a page for your entrepreneurial endeavors?
I do, because unfortunately some employers frown on you having other professions or jobs outside your full-time job. Even if you're not doing them there, it gives them a reason to talk sometimes. So I have learned to separate them.
Well, that part is understandable, but again, that's geared toward that profession. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, it's for the job. So yeah, what I'm telling people is you don't need to have a personal LinkedIn and then a business LinkedIn. If you have another job and you have a LinkedIn for that job, that's fine, because again, it's geared toward the profession. And then you have one for your entrepreneurial endeavors. But if anybody was asking for the sake of how we'll have our Facebook page, that's just about whatever we want, family, friends, church, and then we'll go make a credit one. You don't have to do that with LinkedIn. So that's what I mean when I say you don't need to.
Okay, yeah. I would love to have one so I can just manage everybody on one. But yeah, I wouldn't have a business one and a personal one either.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool.
I just posted the message that I send, what I send 50 messages a day. I just posted it in the Superstar Agents Only, and then in our group me chat. And then as far as responses, from there you take it just like how we take the other ones. If they're saying they're interested in being an agent, whatever you do, whether you invite them to your overview or whether you have a one-on-one on the phone, you go from there. Again, if they don't say anything, you leave them alone. If they're not interested in the opportunity, but they thank you or anything like that, just share a business card or something that they can send along. So, but I did just send you guys the original message.
Hey, Tiffany, how do you send a business card onto LinkedIn? Do you have to like copy and paste like you would like from another social media site, or right on LinkedIn?
You can literally just go to, let me see. I think I'm friends, like Denise and I are friends. So I'm gonna show you exactly how you would send it. My computer's acting like it's asleep. Really? Yeah, I'm trying to send something. There we go. Yes. Lord. There we go. Okay. So like Lanice and I are friends because I don't want to send it to a random person. So if you wanted to send a picture, there's going to be like the little attachment button at the bottom for a picture. And you literally just click that. It'll open up your photos. Obviously, if you're doing it on your phone, it's going to open up your phone gallery. And then it literally just sent to her. Did you see it?
I didn't see it, but I could hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, once you open a message to send it to somebody, you'll see the little link at the bottom where you can add a photo. So again, it's just like if you were sending a message on Facebook or Instagram, or even on your cell phone. When you go to send a message, you have to click on like your gallery for the photos to open up. You just click that picture and hit send. So it's the exact same.
Okay, cool.
Wes, you here? I think they're done.
Oh, yes, I'm here. All right, guys. So does anyone else have any questions about it? Tiffany, I think that was awesome. That was great call tonight. And I think it's going to definitely expand everyone's business. And in so many ways, I think that LinkedIn is very important as far as getting a lot of leads, as far as, especially as agents, you're able to be in contact with professionals immediately on utilizing LinkedIn. So I'm actually going to get mine set up. I started getting it set up, but I just didn't know actually how to utilize it. But I think that's just, I want to just get it set up and just learn it and start utilizing it as well too, because I think this information was great tonight. Does anyone have any questions for Tiffany? Tiffany, I definitely appreciate that information.
Yeah, thank you for allowing the opportunity. You always come and bring us the fire. So I'm glad we're able to pour back in and give you something. If there's no more questions, I do want to put out a challenge, though. I was talking to Sales Director Latricia, and it's something that she just challenged her agents to. And I want to challenge everybody that is on here. Now that you know how to get the connections, by Friday, everyone needs to have 2 corporate accounts, whether that's car dealer, mortgage broker, bankruptcy, or whatever it is, you need to have a meeting scheduled with them next week and send it to your upline. So I put that challenge out there. By Friday, everybody needs to have at least 2 new corporate accounts. These are brand new, so it's a connection you made through LinkedIn, through searching them out, and have a meeting scheduled with them by next week and send it to your upline. And we have a leadership call after our calls on Sundays, so we'll know because we'll be able to have the chat about it. And let's do that. And here's this: if you do it, I'll pay for a paid ad for someone whose leadership tells me that they did it. I'll put everybody's name in a hat and I'll pay for a paid ad for you. How's that?
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Am I included in that too, Tiffany?
I'm so sorry, but you have a company baby. No.
And I got to tell you guys, this is why we got to get more people on this call. We had a good turnout tonight, but there should be 100+ people on this call because a lot of agents are frustrated with not getting business, without getting protection plans. And if they connect on this, I'm telling you, if you follow what Tiffany said tonight, you follow what Weston tells us with social media, there's no reason why you're not getting 5 or 10 protection plans a week. There really isn't. Especially with this LinkedIn. I'm like with Weston right now. I'll put it on mute because I'm setting up my LinkedIn page better. You know, so just follow through with it. I'm telling you, this LinkedIn, it makes so much sense because you're dealing with professionals.
I love it, Lanice. You guys see what Lanice just sent? That's a smile that will make me say, I want to work with her. That's great. I love it. Well, that's all I have. If you guys need anything else, you know how to reach me. Like I said, I shared the message already that I send out. So don't forget, you have to have 2 corporate accounts by Friday. You have to have an actual meeting scheduled with them, whether you're inviting them to an overview, you having a one-on-one, or if they're out of state, you having a phone call or a 3-way. Let your upline know. And we have our leadership meetings on Saturdays after the call, and whoever they say has actually set it up, I'll put your name in the hat and I'll pay for your pay ad, and I'll let you guys know on Weston's call next Monday. Is that okay, Weston?
Oh yeah, it's fine. You great. You're awesome. Yeah. Yes. I think that's an awesome idea. Let me see. All right, guys. So I mean, I don't want to hold it. I know that I don't want to hold anyone up tonight. I think that was a lot of information. I think that it's going to explode. Like if we utilize that information, I definitely think it's going to explode our business. And like Lance said, you know, I think that everyone with the information that we got now, as far as on social media, our goal should be a minimum of 5 people per week now, since with the information that we've been utilizing as well on social media. I think that's very much possible, you know, as far as LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, you know, we're able to get out to people faster. And you know, once you master these 3, you know, I definitely think that, you know, it's no way that you cannot get 5 people per week, you know. So I definitely thank you, Tiffany, for going over that information tonight. I definitely think once I get used to it and once everyone on the call gets used to it, LinkedIn, I haven't used it yet, but I definitely think it's going to explode my business and increase my production as well, too. Does anyone have any questions for myself tonight about social media? I know it's 10 o'clock now. Does anyone have any questions for me about social media?
Hey, Wes.
Hey, how are you?
I'm sorry if y'all can hear on my background, but just wanted to kind of give a little tip on being on LinkedIn. There are quite a few FES agents on there. So as you're building your connections, try not to add as many of FES agents, because there'll be so many that will request you, which is fine to do because you get good information, and but be mindful how many of them you're adding, because you want to build a good amount of people that you can talk to. You can't necessarily bring in a new agent that's already an agent.
Yes. Thank you, Ro.
Yeah. I'm glad she said that, because make sure you do pay attention if they're FES, but if they're credit specialists with another company or trying to do it on their own, definitely connect with them, because they're not making the money we make. There's actually a gentleman in New York who I'm talking to who's going to be joining us. His friend has a credit repair business, and he was just going to work with him because he's a lender. When he saw our opportunity and the money, it was like, oh, okay. So I'm glad she said that you don't need the FES connections per se, but other credit specialists and different things like that, if they're not with FES, talk with them, ask them, I see you're in credit repair. What company are you with? How's your income? How, you know what I mean? Because they're doing it. So it's not like, then you ask me about my money. They're doing it. So, you know, ask them about that type of stuff.
Yep, okay. Awesome. Does anyone else have any questions tonight, or any concerns about LinkedIn or social media?
You know, I don't understand the thing about the hashtag. I'm kind of lost on that part of it. I'm sorry.
Tiffany, would you like to answer that?
I was about to say, Weston, you want to explain? I mean,
No. I don't know.
I don't even know what a hashtag is. I'm sorry.
We call it a pound sign.
Oh, okay.
Cause it the pound sign.
I am like 101 social media. Sorry.
You can generalize it. Can you see oh, you're just on the phone, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't see the chat. Okay, that's why, because I was going to show you what it is. Yeah, but like you said, it's the pound sign, and you're just putting a word behind it. It's like a keyword. You know how you have keywords on Google and different things like that? When you create multiple keywords, again, it brings people. There are people who literally go on and look for a credit specialist, or you know what I mean? And so when you're creating those, it's going to help you to pop up more. So in the words of ESD Lance Petway, pound sign, credit repair.
I know, it takes all kinds, right? I've been a Flintstone for too long. Thank you so much, Tiffany.
All right, is that it? Does anyone else have any questions? So what do you guys think? Everybody get Tiffany some feedback tonight. What do you guys think about the information that she went over? Was it extremely helpful for everyone?
Phenomenal. Absolutely superb.
Game changer.
Fantastic, Tiffany.
Straight facts.
Thanks, Tiffany.
You're welcome. Listen, I don't offer my hard-earned money. Now, y'all get these corporate accounts. It's once in a lifetime. I ain't doing this again.
All right.
Oh, and I'm sorry. That's for agents, field trainers, and senior field trainers. No sales directors and above. I love y'all, though.
That's discrimination.
That's discrimination all day long.
It is. But I want to help them rise. Y'all on the rise. I want to help them rise. Plus, they should be texting you and telling you that they got it. So, but y'all still need to do it though.
All right, man. So thanks again, Tiffany. I'll see everyone next Monday. Don't forget, tomorrow Jana has her web class tomorrow. It is focused on realtors, but I would just get people on the call as well too. Anyone can join the call. She'll be focusing on the credit restoration portion of the presentation and the opportunity call as well too. Guys definitely want to jump on the call. I think that we're actually trying to get Tony on the end of the call tomorrow night as well too, shortly after the presentation. he said that he'll be on the call like 8:45 just to end the call. So post that call. Jenna, did you post that to the group? It's posted in the group. There's a registration link. And the great thing about the registration link is that Jenna has applied something in the registration link where you could, you actually could add the person that, the potential customer, right? The representative agent or customer actually can add the person that referred them to the call now on the registration link. So like a small questionnaire that they'll ask, and you can actually ask. So say for instance, if Sean invited someone to the call, they'll say that Sean invited them to the call, so they'll know, Jana know exactly who invited that prospect to the call. So imagine if you go to the seminar tomorrow in Detroit, and you have 5 clients on the call, and you also invite 5 people to the seminar. I think that's a great deal. You know, they've been doing an amazing job on that call. So Janet's going to keep track of everyone's leads. So post that flyer tonight, post it tomorrow, so we can get a lot of people on that call and have them register. And if you can't make the call because you're at the presentation, just get back to Jenna and say, Jenna, did this person attend the call? She'll have that list for you, and she'll post it as well too in the group, just to make sure that everyone is able to get back to everyone who they invited on the call. So
Weston, do you know if that's part of the paid subscription for Eventbrite or if that's a free feature? Because I use it in Eventbrite too, and my team, we've been sharing it, and that's an awesome feature that I didn't notice.
She said, is that a part of that, Jana?
Yeah, it is, because it's a free.
Is it free?
Yeah.
So
as long as there's no cost to the ticket.
Right.
She said as long as there is no cost to the ticket, that you can do it. She's about to come right now.
Okay. So the referral portion is a free feature?
She said the referral portion a free feature.
The referrals?
She said that, hold on a second.
I can pull it up real quick. Which one, this one? One second. Oh, I actually have it up here. Can you share this real quick?
Sure.
Yes. Go to the link in the Eventbrite. Okay. All right. So here is where, and to be honest with you, I kind of stumbled upon this because I was thinking to myself, I'm like, is there a way to kind of track who invited who? And what I did was go to manage events.
We can't hear you that well, Jana.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me better now?
Say something else.
Can you hear me better now?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. Yeah, you can scoot over on them just 1 second. Sorry. All right, I'm gonna try to order options. I think it was here, the order form. So when someone goes and they try to, they want to, order, like get a ticket, like once they click on the ticket or whatnot, I went to order options and then order form. And then this basically allows for me to put in the information I would like to collect from attendees. So here they give you options, the first and last name, whether or not you want it to be required. I would always suggest the first and last name, and especially an email address, and phone number. I didn't put that one on here. Email address is extremely important, especially if you're using something like Aweber to stay in contact with your prospects or anybody that comes into your business. Emails are a great way to create a list of people. So on the bottom here, you can add questions, and I put, how did you hear about this event? And then you can give your options, and then, who invited you for the last one? What's your profession? Different things like that. So, and I put it as required, just so that I'll know, because in the past, I know people were concerned, like, how am I going to find out whether or not my prospects were on the call? So, you know, I don't know what made me think of it, but I was like, you know what, I wonder if there's a way to collect this information. So I just was playing around with it, and then I saw here on the order form, I can go and edit it to however I want. And this feature is free as long as there's no cost to your tickets. So if you have an event that costs, then Eventbrite is going to ask for a certain percentage of your ticket sales, basically.
That's perfect. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. My pleasure. All right, it looks like somebody had a question in the chat. So I look forward to all of you guys. I know a couple of you have registered already. There are several other guests that have registered, and I put the ticket amount up to 100 because that is my goal to get at least 100 prospects on these web classes, and I'm sure that it's going to build up to that. We just have to keep sharing the information and putting it out there. So if you guys have any questions, or if there's anything that I can help you with in this particular arena, then definitely let me know, and I'll be more than happy to show you.
Excellent. Thank you.
My pleasure. All right, Wes, you done? So I'm going to give you guys back your ESD. Where are you going? Oh, he's coming now. And I think that's it. But you can close this right here. There you go.
All right, guys. So I appreciate everyone for getting on tonight. If you guys we'll be back Monday night, same time. Make sure you put it on the calendar. Our goal is actually to get 100 people on this call as well too. So keep pushing it. If you guys have any questions throughout the week, inbox me on Instagram or reach out to me on Facebook if you have any questions for me. I appreciate everyone again. I'll see you guys next Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks, guys, for joining.
All right, see you guys.
Thanks a lot, everybody.
Thank you. See you guys.